Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we are going to do another problem that's called best sightseeing pair. Let's get started. So you're given an integer array values where values of I represents the value of the sightseeing spot. So you have to get a score of a pair that is maximum. What is a score? So a pair is having a score such that values of I plus values of j plus I minus j. This is the score. And you have to return the maximum score of a pair of sightseeing spots. Let's try to understand this with the help of an example. So the red colored ones are the values and the green colored ones are our indices. This is value and these are, okay, let me write index. You have to maximize what? You have to maximize score. What is a score? Let's try to calculate score for one or two pairs to understand it. So let's say you take these two pairs. What is the score? So if you take these two pairs, the score will be simply sum of the two values, right? Which is 1 plus 2. And then you take the indices and subtract them. So plus 1 minus 3. So what is the score? 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So the score is 1. Okay. Let's try to take some other pair. Let's say we take these two pairs. What is the score? You have to take the two values 5 plus 6, right? And then you have to take these two indices 2 minus 4. So that is the sum. So 11 minus 2, 11 minus 2 is 9. So 9 is the score of that particular pair. So you have to find the maximum score. Okay. And what is a score? So in basically what are you doing? Let's say you have two pairs, right? I and j. How are you calculating the score? So you are simply taking a of I and you are adding a of j, right? So you are taking a of I, you are adding a of j. You are just adding these two values. And then you are taking the index I and then you are taking the index j and subtracting. So this is the score when I is less than j, right? So this is the score. This is the score. Now you have to maximize the score. Okay. So let me try to rearrange the score, right? So let me do one thing. Let me rearrange. So let me club together these two indices and these two pairs together. So I will have basically a of I plus I and then a of j minus j. So let me just club it together and write. Okay. So basically what I will have is, what is the score? Score is nothing but a of I plus I, okay, plus a of j minus j. I have to maximize this particular quantity. So this is my goal, to maximize this particular quantity. Okay. Now let me see how I can do that. So the brute force approach is simply taking all the pairs and finding out the answer. That will be O of n square. We don't want to do that. We want to do it in one iteration and in one pass if it is possible. Okay. So how are we going to do this? So let us try to understand. See, why have I rearranged this? Because it is giving me two brackets. I have to maximize this as well as I have to maximize this. So what if I store these two, right? At each index, I can calculate these two values easily. A of I plus I and A of j minus j. For each index, I can calculate and then I can find the max. So let's quickly see an example of how we are going to do this. Okay. So basically, we will have to maximize each of the two terms. So let us see that. So let me write A of I plus I. Okay. A of I plus I. What is that? Let me calculate at each step. What is A of I plus I? 8 plus 0 is 8, right? 1 plus 1 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 5. 6 plus 4 is 10, right? This is the A of I plus I at each step, right? This is A of I. This represents A of I and this represents I, which is the index. Okay. So I have just added the two values. But this will not give me the maximum. If I store this is not the maximum, right? Because at each step there will be a maximum. So instead of storing these values, I will store the maximum of these values. So what I'll do is, I will not store these values. See, for example, at this particular I, right? At this particular I, your I is 1 and your value is 1. So 1 plus 1, you should, A of I plus I is 2. But I want to maximize that, right? So I already have a index I previously that is giving me a better sum, right? Better sum of this value. So I will store that. So instead of storing 2, what I'll do, I'll continue with the previous value because my current value 2 is less than 8, right? 8 is the previous value. So I'll store the previous value, right? Similarly here, 5 plus 2 is 7. Now 7 is also less than 8, right? 8 is the previous value. So I will rather store 8, okay? I'm just storing the previous value if the previous value is better. It's maximizing my chances of a better score. Okay. And then 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is also less than 8. So I don't want to store 5. I'll rather continue with it. Now in this case 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 is less than 8. Right? This is false. 10 is not less than 8. Now first time we are breaking the rule, right? So in this case we have 10. 10 is greater than 8. We are getting a better value. So we will store the better value. We will store 10. Okay. So we have the maximum a of I plus I. Now similarly we'll try to find a of j minus j, right? The a of j minus j, that can give us a better output. So let me write that. So let us see a of j minus j. Now it is given I should be less than j, right? I should be less than j. So if your I is starting from 0, j will start from 1. So for the first pair you will not have any j value because you need two pairs, right? You cannot just take the first number with its own self, right? You have to take two pairs together. So for the first value I will not have any value. For the next element, okay, for the next element, what is a of j minus j? So a of j is nothing but 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So a of j minus j is 0. Next time what is it? 5 minus 2, 3, right? 5 minus 2, 3. A of j is 5, j is 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Next time 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Next time 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay. Now what do I have to do? I have to club these two terms together and I have to maximize their values together, right? I have to maximize the entire thing together. So, okay, so let me take total. So my total or my answer will be the maximum of these values, right? For the first pair I will not have anything. For the second pair now, what I can do is, see, if I am taking this j value, I can only take the previous value of I, right? I can take the previous maximum I. So 0 plus 8 is 8. So that is the maximum that we have got till now. 3 plus 8 is 11. So we have got a better maximum. So we will change our maximum. It will become 11. Now minus 1 plus 8 is 7. It is actually worse. So we will not change it. Okay. And so we will not change it. It will remain 11. Okay. Next 2 plus 8 is 10. Again we have got a worse value. So we will not change it. We will let it remain as 11. And 11 will be our answer. Okay. 11 will be our answer. What if we had one more element here? So let us see what if we had some other element, like let's say we had the element, okay, we had some other element that was, let's say, 10, and that will be at index number 5. So in this case what will be your a of I plus I? A of I plus I will be 10 plus 5, 15, right? And what will be a of j minus j? A of j minus j will be 10 minus 5, 5, right? So in this case what would have been your answer? The best possible you could have got was 5 plus 10, 15, right? You could have got 15 as your answer, because when you are taking these two pairs, right, when you are taking these two pairs, then you will get a better answer. So what will be the score? Your score will be 6 plus 10 plus 4 minus 5. So it will be 16 minus 1, which is 15, which is what we are getting. So this is our algorithm. So what we will do, we are not going to make an array for this or anything. We can do it with a single variable. Here also we can do it with a single variable, right? So let us see how we are going to do that. So let us just do it in one pass. So let me take n is equal to values dot size. Let me initially take answer, and I will initially make answer as int min. Okay. Later, whenever we get a better answer, we will change the answer. And let us start iterating. So for int I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Why am I taking from I equal to 1? Because we have a pair, that we need a pair, right? So for I equal to 0, I will already calculate the value, right? So let me declare a of I plus I. So a of I plus I is just a variable that I am taking, which is storing the value of a of I plus I literally, right? So this is nothing but a of I plus I. Okay, so it's values, right? I'll rather change it to a so that it's much more clearer. Okay, so this is storing that value. So basically for the first element it will just be a of 0 plus 0. That's it. And then as we go on, we'll change this value. Okay, so let me take this as j for better clarity. So now we have, we already have a of I plus I. Now we need to take a of j minus j, and then we need to maximize these two variables together. So that will be our answer, right? So answer will be max of answer, comma, whatever previous you have seen a of I plus I, right? Whatever previously you have seen a of I plus I. So this value plus a of j minus j, right? This value. So you have to maximize the two terms together. So if you are getting the better value than the currently stored answer, you can change your answer. So I'm writing the statement first. This will ensure that always I take the previous a of I plus I value. After that only I will change the current a of I plus I. If I give the statement above, I will get error, right? Because I will take 8, for example, in this particular case itself, which we are seeing right now. I will take 8 and then I will again take 8. 8 plus 8, 16. I'll get 16 as the answer. I don't want 16 as the answer, right? You don't want same element to be counted twice. So we will later update a of I plus I, so that whenever we update it, next time we'll use the previous value of it here. So that is our logic. So a of I plus I will be maximum of a of I plus I, comma, a of I, a of, okay. So this is your code, and then you can finally return answer. Okay, let us run and see if it's working. So it's accepted. Let's submit and see if it's working fine. It's fine. That's it. Thank you for being patient and listening.